Hey, I've been meaning to ask you, man, as they'll probably release some sort of a depth chart here coming up in Nebraska. We talked last week about, depth, and for you, I get you cross train. I get it. But fundamentally, what does it boil down to, the difference between left tackle and right tackle these days in with passing game for you?
Um, the right. I understand the blind side because for so long in football, that blind side shot became just so deadly. Like it was, it's what we all watched because we wanted to see, we wanted to see, all right, can he win this and can he basically snap the quarterback's spine? Um, the way things are put in place now to protect the quarterback, I still think the left tackle is valuable, but I think the right has kind of increased in their valuability, whatever that word is, to the team, value to the team. I it's really, you'll find it's kind of nice if you're right-handed to play left tackle because your push foot is your dominant foot. So it's easier for you to get to those points. You see your better athletes that are right-handed that play right tackle. Now the lefts are very athletic as well, but when you can get on your dominant foot and push, I like that. I think that the gap has closed between the two positions. I think they're both almost of equal value now, where you would probably put your best athlete at left.
Mm, mm.
So when do you that's interesting. When do you think that happened, or why do you think that happened? I guess because for a long time you said, "Oh, left tackle, that's the good one. Right tackle, you kind of live with that one, right?" Like that's sort of the perception of the position. When or why do you think that started to change?
When they started to be more protective of quarterbacks with calls.
Yeah,
Mm.
I could see that.
Yeah, I
I
mean that's even your dominant rushers always used to line up on the right side of the defense, right?
yeah.
Now they move them everywhere. Like you'll see the Watts move around and shoot. They'll be down in the three. That's the three technique. So now the defense is just trying to take advantage of mismatch because they know that they can't just send that guy off the edge, get in that low lean, and then try to break the quarterback in half.
I,
They'll
th-
bring it. They'll bring it from wherever.
I think the RPO and the quick game and kind of how the passing game of the NFL is, I think, changed it too. Because I was talking to a coach yesterday about like true drop back in college football, and he counted, he's roughly kind of just rifling through like five or six teams that are really good with like 5 to 7 step drop. He said the rest of these passing games are so conceptual based on like the meshes and then RPOs that pass protection is kind of like just getting by these days because there are so many other things with the rules changes where you don't get those 5 to 7 traditional deep dropbacks. That seemed like a good point that I guess I wouldn't have thought of either.
Yeah, that's fair. Offensive is, and honestly, a lot of coaches that don't have the luxury of just having a big set of monsters up front.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they did to counteract that. It's like, yeah, you may have a great pass rusher. I doubt he can get here in 1.3 seconds.
Mm.
So good luck. And now he can go run around and chase, my little receiver on a tunnel screen or go chase a flat route. Yeah, to try to jump on the pile. You bet. Let's do that. Yeah, it's just the game will always evolve. Like the times of the old NFL where LT would come off the edge and try to kill people, and then the offensive coordinator on the other side was so stubborn. He's like, nope, this is what we're doing. We're doing this.
I
And
saw
now it's evolved where it's more of a chess match.
I saw a ridiculous stat the other day. Of course, they were overanalyzing, and I know you don't like him, but I'm just defending him now because you know me. It's like the contrarian. Since everybody's gone out of their way to kill Caleb Williams, I'm like, man, I sure hope he does well. But anyway, they were putting the digital clock on him in terms of
Mm-hmm.
getting the ball out of his hand. And he was something like, I don't know, was it? I think he was 6 of 6 on balls that came out of his hands in 3 seconds or less.
Mhm.
Like that is true quick game, right? Did you ever think you'd get to a time where the balls were coming out? We started with the 7-on-7 5 second clock, then it was 4 second clock. Now 3 second is actually quick game. I mean, that thing is moving. But I guess if you want to negate these pass rushers now, you're probably not trying to hold the ball very long, are you?
Yeah, I mean, and I'll give credit where credit's due. The first drive of that game, Caleb Williams looked like the prince that was promised. Okay,
Mm.
but much like the movie Bull Durham, he started feeling himself. He was 5 of 6 in the first drive and 1 of 4 in the next one.
Yeah,
So
one
it's
was
like,
a
hey, dog.
screen and then a throwaway. That doesn't count.
So you think they got in the huddle and said, "All right, guys, we're gonna throw the ball away on 2
Oh,
on
wow.
second set."
Wow.
Like, there's a read that's got to get made there. Like,
Jeez,
you're
man.
feeling yourself a little bit. But the first drive, he did look good. Like, he looked real good. And I think for him, the less you allow him to think he's got to heave 160 yards, the better. Because, Johnson has proved his offense works. And it's creative, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and it puts strain on the defense. But your guy pulling the trigger has to pull the trigger. Like, we don't need the 60-yard bomb. We need the 5-yard out just to kind of start to grind this thing. So, yeah, I mean, listen, you want to make your lineman happy? Get rid of the ball in 2.8 seconds. They'll be like, man, this is the greatest quarterback ever.
Or run that thing, right?
we got pass pro for like a second. This is awesome.
I just think it's kind of a testament to what Nebraska wants to do. Like, if you're able to have it really come down to crunch time, what you want to do at tackle between, like, Gatula and Pritchett and Canuck and our main man Teddy P. Like, not you got to look at development and a positive too, but you're schematically you have to be playing in a way that plays to those guys' strengths too, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing that you and I have talked about for what seems like a decade. We have competition at positions now.
Yeah.
Perceived competition. I don't perceive it the same way.
I think it's legit. I really do this time.
On the left, yeah, the left. There's one clear option for me, but I don't go to practice every day, so I think maybe that competition.
So who would that be? Matt, you?
I am starting Pritchett.
Gotcha.
There's no. If it's an olive branch to the other guy, like, oh, you're still in it, buddy, keep trying. Yeah, no. Like, you want to get paid like a grown man, I'm going to call you like a grown man. Like, that's a grown man, that Pritchett kid.
Mm-hmm.
But we have competition. Like, for how many years did we already know, oh, these are the guys starting? And everybody pressing the panic button. I can't believe they don't have starters named. They blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, this is awesome. They are competing for jobs.
Yeah.
So now you're going to see who's an apex competitor. Does it consume you to be the starter? Are you willing to go out and sacrifice every day to go do this? Not just during camp, not just every day that guy's right behind you, willing to take your job. And all you got to do is screw up 2-3 plays in a practice, and then you're going to be watching and he's going to be playing.
I think the only time we'll think having options is cool as a fan base versus how do you not know is based on wins. If you're winning, then competition competition is like the coolest thing in America if you're winning. Yeah. If you're not winning, it's like, really? We've won X amount of games. How do you not know?
But you got the other side, though, that says, well, we're not winning. Might as well put the other guy in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. That's actually this guy over here all year with the secondary last year.
I mean, yeah. What do you say all the time? Well,
we haven't won with you.
Yeah, I haven't won with you. I can try and lose without you. That's kind of how I felt about the secondary.
That secondary is going to be nasty.
I hope so, man. I really do, because I think they have a lot of pressure on the perception. right? The Big Ten was there, and they're talking to Singleton and Buford and Hartzog and those guys, and they like uh, the consensus around here is those guys are going to be I hope you're right, because if those guys are good and you're getting the depth along the D line, as long as those guys tackle out of the back end, they're going to give themselves a chance. Because a good tackling secondary allows you to bring your D line along too, right? They kind of go hand in hand.
A good D line makes your secondary coverage look real good.
And vice versa. Good coverage outside the numbers can help you in your run game too, right? I mean, bringing them hammers down.
Like them, like that defensive line, and I'm excited to see it. And it's going to be a change of optics because we had two, greatest name in NFL football, greatest name in the Vanilla Gorilla, and Nash, where you're a two-gap guy, right? The luxury of having a two-gap guy, you don't see those, and we had two of them. But now as the defensive line transitions into speed, power, all those things, I was really impressed. I don't know the defense coordinator's name yet because I got to wait to see him play a couple games. But their blitz stunt packages that they were running the day I was there and saw it, I was like, man, these are really well designed and even better, really well executed, again, down to minute detail. Like, it's great. You think you got home. When we get in a game, that gap you just went through isn't going to be there. That gap we've created for you with defensive line movement isn't going to be there in the game. So you better get closer to the defensive lineman that's doing his job, and then you can, you'll have the success. But the attention to intricate detail was really nice.
I love the fact you said that because we've been talking for probably the last month and a half, because there's a little bit of this fear, that Nebraska it might not be as stout as they were to be able to stop the run. And without using video, the words that you just said schematically, with whether you're run blitzing or gapping guys out to put them on the move, can be equally as effective with quote unquote lighter, quicker guys. If that's your scheme, right? There's multiple ways to skin a cat in terms of stopping the run.
Oh yeah. And it's like I said, we can do a lot of things. It's just going to I think something that might be exciting is that it's going to look quick, like it's going to look fast, and it's going to look like our pressure is going to bring the pain and bring the ruckus. Because the Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. But if they get in that mindset, and I really like that attacking mindset when you have like your position of defensive line like is your least proven position. I think your linebackers are good. I really do. I think your secondary is good. So to get them to be in an attack mode where there's no thinking, almost if we flip it back to offense, the 1.5 or the 2.5, 3 second throwing of the ball. If I'm a D lineman, I say, hey, coach has got me on the move. I got to be on point here. I got to go. I can't think about this. I don't care where they line up. I don't care what call they make. I'm going because I got to do this for my guy behind me who's relying on me to accomplish this task. And so to see that aggression, I'm really excited about, because I think if it attacks, then you just get in that defensive mindset of attack. One of the funnest things I've ever done in football was we were in Malcolm, and love Malcolm. I will ride or die for the clip joint all my whole life.
The clip joint.
But Twig, when we played, we would come out, and we had kids, and they didn't have a high football IQ yet. But soon as they came out in their formation, we checked just like everybody else. But we didn't check to a base defense. We checked to a blitz. You want to come out in 2x2? Great. We're blitzing it. You want to come out in 3x1? Blitzing that too. You want to come out in 2 tight? Maryland out? We're blitzing that. So and to watch the boys just get excited and then want them want to learn more and more. Why are we doing this? Okay, you got to be in this A. You got to be in this B.
It's almost like we forget, Maddie. You're saying that, like we would walk. Like Phil Ellis would get him. He'd play the mug, right? He was 235 pounds, and he would be playing as if he was a shade, right? He's an A gap or outside shoulder of the center, or in a 2-eye, like inside shoulder of the guard, and we would show that look. Do you think fans were saying, well, how's that linebacker going to beat that guard? Right? But we've now
Oh
convinced
yeah.
ourselves we did it all the time, and sometimes we would only play with 4. Right? It's
But you're sitting there though, and as a lineman, you're like, why in the fuck is that linebacker right there?
right.
You're supposed to be at 5, asshole, back up.
And you're gonna
Man.
get line calls, right? Like
Then they would start running twists with the nose and the linebacker, and you're like, okay, what are we doing here?
Foreman tells the funniest story when they started to walk him up, and he's like, "Hey, man, like I'm kind of new to this.
You gotta call him. You gotta call him and have him tell the story of when he got to Buffalo. Okay, so he gets to Buffalo, and I don't remember the linebacker coach's name. And I apologize to that guy because I'm sure he's awesome. But he said, Foreman's in like meeting with him, and he's like, well, what do you think, and what do you think I need to work on? Da, da, da. And the dude said, Jay says he looks down, and goes, I don't know, motherfucker. He goes, you've been playing the 3 technique for 2 years. We didn't draft you as a defensive lineman.
It's like we have short-term memory that we're too small. It's like, you guys, there's multiple ways. He literally was playing in a 3-tech.
But all of you coaches, if you're listening, okay, just make your defense aggressive. Okay, relate it to
you know what Coach Snow says, Matty, to that? He said you stop the run with toughness and you stop the pass with talent.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm kind of rock. It needs to be a T-shirt. I'm rocking with that.
Is that our defensive coordinator's name?
Our defense coordinator is Butler. Snow's the guy Snow's the guy that said it though.
Your boy at Westside.
No,
I got you.
Man. Nebraska's DB coach that was Arizona State's defensive coordinator against us.
Gotcha. Hey, man, you know me. I very rarely know names. I know numbers.
I know. You're like everybody else in our era. I say a name and they're like, need to learn that for your job? What happened to just the numbers? And I was like, relax. It's fine.
Yeah. But that's, defensive coordinators out there, youth. Well, no, not youth. You just learn. Youth coaches, they're listening. Just learn fundamentals, okay? Just learn fundamentals. Yeah. How to read a block, how to use your hands, how to move your feet. You don't need to be pressuring anybody.
We're gonna bring Jay on Monday. Because you bring up so many good points in this. Like
high school coaches, pressure. Like just that's great. You want to get into empty, you're getting it. Somebody's getting hit. You want to get into
because you can only protect with 5.
Thank you. And that's Twig's philosophy. We're going to bring one more than they got, and our cover guys might not be the best cover guys, but you're going to have to make a decision in 2 seconds. Do you want to chuck it to the stands? Do you want to get hit? Or do you think you can hold on long enough to get it completed?
I'm all in.
Yeah. Love it. Back out old Malcolm.
That is our guy.
I'm still rocking with the clip joint.
Love it.
Yeah, that one, I gave that nickname. That did not go over well. I think I may have been the only one that used that. That one was not well received.
Hey, too much Uncle Luke and Beastie Boys in you. That's what that is.
Oh man, that cassette tape, man, it's maker.
Oh,
that thing got demolished.